The year 1950 marked the start of a new, optimistic decade in America. After the Great Depression and World War II, people's lives gradually stabilized, and many families began moving to the suburbs seeking a peaceful and more comfortable living environment. Single-family homes with yards became symbols of the American dream at the time. The average house price was around $7,150, while gas cost only 22 cents per gallon, which helped fuel the rapid growth of personal vehicles and the modern American lifestyle. On January 17, 1950, America was shaken by the Brinks robbery, one of the largest heists in history. 11 masked men used keys to pass through 5 locked doors at Brinks headquarters in Boston, held employees at gunpoint, and stole over $1 million in cash. The entire job lasted just 17 minutes, but was planned for a year and a half. The robbers' professionalism and boldness made the case a legendary chapter in American crime history. On January 24, 1950, Jackie Robinson, the first black player in Major League Baseball, signed a $35,000 contract, becoming the highest-paid player in Dodgers history at that time. This milestone was significant not only for his career, but also for American sports history, as Robinson excelled on the field while breaking racial barriers. He played for the Dodgers until retirement, leaving a lasting legacy in both sports and society. On January 31, 1950, President Harry Truman publicly supported the development of the hydrogen bomb, marking a turning point in the Cold War nuclear arms race. This bomb had a much greater destructive power than the atomic bombs used before. 2.5 years later, the first hydrogen bomb, called Mike, was successfully tested, ushering in a new and controversial era of thermonuclear weapons. On February 8, 1950, Frank McNamara made the first transaction using a modern credit card issued by Diners Club. The cardboard card allowed users to pay for meals without cash. This was the start of today's credit card system, completely changing American spending habits and sparking a revolution in consumer finance. On February 15, 1950, Disney's animated film Cinderella premiered in Boston and quickly became one of the year's highest-grossing movies. Just weeks later, on March 6th, Silly Putty, a strange, stretchy toy, was introduced and instantly became a hit with kids, who loved pressing it onto comic pages to copy images. These events reflected the post-war boom in American pop culture and entertainment. On May 1, 1950, Gwendolyn Brooks became the first African-American to win the Pulitzer Prize for her poetry collection Annie Allen. This milestone was crucial in American literature, recognizing the talent and voice of the black community in national arts. Her achievement not only had literary significance, but also paved the way for many other minority authors to rise and gain recognition. On June 17, 1950, Dr. Richard Lawler performed the first successful kidney transplant on a woman with polycystic kidney disease. This surgery marked a major medical breakthrough and gave new hope to patients with severe kidney failure. The patient lived 5 more years, proving the treatment's effectiveness and encouraging further research and wider application. On June 25, 1950, the Korean War began when North Korean troops invaded the South. President Truman immediately sent U.S. forces to support South Korea. On June 29th, the U.S. soccer team shocked the world by beating England 1-0 at the World Cup, one of the biggest upsets in soccer history. On July 1st, U.S. soldiers were deployed to Korea, and the Battle of Osan marked America's first direct combat in the conflict.